Hey, what's up, guys? I'm going to continue just documenting, like I did before, my previous past cycles, just the progress and just what's happening, just to throw it out there. And for people who might be listening, who's interested in how this current cycle is going, which is 400 testosterone cypionate, 400 masteron propionate, around 150 to 200 NPP, nandrolone, and now adding Anavar, 20 milligrams pre-workout. And I want to say what I've noticed so far. Now I'm officially a month into my blast, so it's like now it's kind of going into full swing, full effect. Okay, so the number one obvious thing I notice is a major strength increase in size, fullness of my muscle. It's starting to show the effects of that, but the major thing is the strength. For example, I was doing bicep curls yesterday, and I was able to do like hammer curls, at least 40 pounds heavier with like that 12. I usually aim for 12 reps, and I was able to do at least 40 pounds heavier. That's within a month. Okay, so adding my strength to my arms. The other major effect I notice is the pump at the gym that I'm just getting. Okay, like I look at myself in the mirror, and I just feel the hypertrophy, where like the muscle tightness. Or, okay, again, biceps. It's like at bicep day, like when I like bring my arm like this and contract my elbow, it's like I just feel like I can't go into full range of motion. It's just like, because it's just the muscle is so full, so hypertrophy. Okay, as well, vascularity. I was looking at myself in the gym, again doing biceps curls in the mirror, and all my veins in my arm was all just popping out, like full vasodilation of the muscles, lots of blood flow, which is great. That's one of my desired effects I like from steroids, is increased blood flow. So there's that. That's just the typical like goal, like why I'm even taking it in the first place, which is strength, performance, gym performance. And so side effects, very minimal, like increase in blood pressure. I monitor my blood pressure every few days or so. Slight elevation, but nothing that is reason for concern. I don't mind if it goes a little bit over 130. Obviously I like to keep it under 130, but if it goes a little bit over, that's fine. It's understandable that will happen, and I'm not taking any blood pressure medications or anything like that. I did do Cialis before, and I know that helped, so I might get some more of that. It helps with Cialis is actually what it was originally made for, a blood pressure medication, but as well it increases blood flow. That's why it's used for sexual performance enhancer. Speaking about sexual performance, that is a major side effect. That's probably the major one, which is a good one, but it's also, I won't say bad, but it also is like gets too much sometimes, where it's like you're just constantly on fire sexually all day for no reason. Right? And it's not a bad thing, when you're with your girlfriend or whatever else, but like first thing in the morning, you're just like ready to go all throughout the day. I feel like I could probably like blow my load at least 5-6 times a day and not even be tired if I wanted to. I'm not saying I would do that, but I could. Now, so that is a side effect. The good thing that's not happening for side effects is a major increase in acne on my back, because if you follow my channel, that's one thing that I did suffer with before, and on a very similar cycle to what I'm doing now. So, but as of right now, there's none of that. Well, I want to say none, but it's very minimal, okay? Which is good. And so like that's the major side effects that I'm looking out for anyway. No hair loss or anything like that. So I believe I just have everything. I found a cycle that works for me. I've talked about this in the past as well. Like, that's why I'm sticking with this one, because I just know I get the desired effects I like without any bad side effects. Like, that's safe and effective. That's what my goals are, to do it safe. And I believe the compounds I'm taking, such as Masteron and Anavar and very low dose NPP, is safe. And testosterone, I'm keeping it, I'm not going over 400, so that's safe. I think if I went over 400, like say 500-600, I'd be getting into the unsafe territory. Unsafe being my blood pressure would be highly elevated and probably would be running into some estrogenic effects. So 400 though, pretty good, especially with the master I'm taking. I think that kind of keeps it in check at a 1-to-1 ratio. I should talk about this too. There's kind of like a masculinization effect that happens, and whether it's from the testosterone itself, the hydrotestosterone from the Anavar or Masteron, and or the Nor19 compound, the Nandrolone, or all three combined. There's kind of like a masculinization effect that happens, the best way I can describe it, where like masculine traits of kind of like a cool, confident, but as well kind of driven, slight, there could be aggression there if he needed. Aggression that can be channeled into the gym, which is why aggression is a good thing. It's not like you're going full-blown roid rage. Although if you elevated doses, specifically like the Nandrolone, you could run into emotional, psychological issues. But that's why I found the dose that works for me. If I keep it under 200, I don't really have any issues. But if I go over 200, I do. But around that 150, 200 mark with, I believe, Nandrolone, it does have, it's not like at the level of anxiety, it's below anxiety, but it's like you get a bit of a grit there. Or there's a bit of a grit to you, or a bit of like, how should I say, edge. There's a bit of an edge there, but it's not a bad thing. Again, it's one where right now, if I pump myself up, I get that edge, I'm like ready to fucking, I can just hit the boxing bag for like 10 minutes straight type thing, right? That's not a bad thing at all. Like that's, again, one of the desired effects from taking steroids is that energy level. And Anavar does that as well, really well, because it kicks in, especially when you take it sublingually, like a half hour, an hour afterwards is the ideal time to hit the gym, because there's a sharp climax that happens when it hits your bloodstream, and there is a definite effect it has on your central nervous system, which translates to you being more of a beast mode at the gym. That's the best way I can explain it. Again, that's I call it masculinization effect. I've only been doing Anavar for a few days, so I feel it when I take it, but you haven't seen the effects yet. And to be honest, like the effects of all the steroids I'm doing, which is like in my physicality, it's just starting to notice. So that's why I'm starting now, like really documenting it, because every week or so I'll do one of these, and I just know week after week after week. Granted, I'm going to the gym regularly, which I am. I know I'm going to blow the fuck up, like at least to the level that I want. I don't want to be like super big or anything, like mass, I'm not here to like in like a bodybuilding off-season cycle or anything like that. I'm just here for, it's like a sports HRT, kind of blast, 3-month, 4-month blast cycle where my sports improvement is going to take off. Yeah, sports improvement being, strength, size, and abilities. My boxing gym just closed, so I'm going to start a new boxing gym and start that probably in the next week or two as well. So that's kind of my update. What are your guys' thoughts? Always like everybody's input who watches my videos. And am I taking too much? Is that like over? It's like over a gram of gear. Is well, pretty much a gram plus the Anavar. So is that too much for a guy like me? Should I just be sticking with like 300 test and maybe submit like a little bit of Anavar and not do the Masteron or MPP, or should I be doing more? Is there anything else that you would recommend I look into, or anything else? Leave in the comments section below. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.